There we are.
Hello, friends.
Hi.
I'll turn on my overhead light once I finish making my beverage. It's not you, Laura. Ooh.
Hi, Wendy. I saw your note. I didn't
Hey.
reply, but I saw your note from my sale last night. So
So
thanks for tuning in.
I'm making my very first Manhattan ever.
Yeah.
But I'm Angelifying it. So
Did you try the whiskey on its own?
No, but I can't do that. It smells good.
Just to like see if what's so special about it that your neighbor liked it.
I'll show everybody as soon as I put the lights on because you won't be able to read it.
Hi guys.
And I'll just grab a glass for a single taste.
Yeah.
When I do that. But
before I forget, I want to mention something.
Mm-hmm.
I saw that LaDonna is going to tonight at 6:30 my time. So like a half an hour after we end. Mm-hmm. She's going to be on Yvonne Thrifty Rich. She's going to do a sale with Yvonne. So I just wanted to mention it to you guys.
All right.
To go support LaDonna over there tonight.
And instead of a round ice cube, I have a BB-8 ice cube.
Do you make those yourself or do you buy them that way?
No, I have molds
that
I just fill up with water and put in my freezer.
Well, that's kind of cool because it is a big cube. So it's just a single mold.
Yeah, well, it came in a set of 2. Mm-hmm. So I have 2 going at a time usually. But now my stirrer is cold, so we're gonna.
So let's go through the ingredients of what you just put in here.
Okay, hold on one second. So, well, let me taste it and make sure it's edible, like quaffable. Make sure it's quaffable before I give everybody the recipe.
Sheila doesn't like brown alcohol except for tequila. It's approved.
Oh, that's nice. I wish more of the sugar had come in there. Wait, I might just need to. Because the sugar is supposed to be dissolved, but I probably didn't stir it long enough. All right, let me go turn the light on so y'all can see what we're talking about. Malcolm, don't drink the alcohol, please.
No, Malcolm.
No, it would be appropriate for tonight's history highlight.
I don't know. Now I'm curious.
Curious. Okay, so my is that better? Can y'all see me now? My neighbor gave me my belated holiday present, and I don't usually buy whiskey or have it on hand, but this is from Australia. I'll make myself bigger. It says Starward Twofold Whiskey.
Mm-hmm.
So it's wheat and malted barley. Comes from Australia, from Melbourne, but it's aged in red wine barrels. So
I wonder why they decided to.
I don't know, but I can taste red wine.
Can you?
When I'm drinking it.
I don't know, Sheila. You may need to take back your words. This
oh, it's very smooth.
Wine aged whiskey might be something she would like.
I'm due. So I took a classic Manhattan and Angelified it. So instead of a sugar cube, I used my vanilla sugar, put orange bitters on it, and the juice of half of an orange plus 2 ounces of the whiskey. And then I mixed it up till it was cold, put it over my BB-8 cube and an orange peel. That's what I do.
And with all that, with the orange and the sugar, you can still taste red wine in the whiskey.
Yeah, it's got that like tannin aftertaste that red wine has. So they must have been oak barrels. Very good. I have to make that again. Anyways,
I wonder if you would.
Monday.
I wonder if you would like it
a Manhattan.
Yeah, I wonder if you would like it with a different kind of whiskey.
I don't know. I mean, I've had Manhattans in bars before, but they've always been too harsh for me.
Mm-hmm.
Suzanne! Hi!
Hi, Suzanne!
I do believe Suzanne is the one I bought that amazing Art Nouveau large majolica that I use for my swords and my umbrellas.
Yes. Yes.
Her business name, I think I shared at the
I
time,
love that.
Is Under the Pin Oak, I believe. But yeah, she has some gorgeous stuff. Laura got something really cool from her too. Suzanne, it holds more swords now than umbrellas. There's photographic evidence on Instagram. So my Monday was, well, we got crazy snow this past weekend. Not on your level, obviously, Heather, but we had like 8 inches by the time it was all done.
Wow.
Work gave us a snow day on Friday. I still had to work, but I worked from home, which I was absolutely fine with.
Yeah.
But no, how was your sale last night?
It was good. I had fun.
I had you in the background as I was working on my history highlight for this evening.
I get insecure, like, you know what I mean? Like, where I'm just like, oh, you know, what should I bring? But everyone seems to be pleased. So I think good. I think you
overthink it. And as a professional overthinker,
yeah,
I think you need to give yourself more credit.
Yeah.
Because we all love what you love. It's part of the problem. Heather's in the kitchen, just a different angle.
Yeah, I'm in the kitchen. This is the side view. Normally oh God, sorry, but you see it that way. I'm just on the end. Just on the end.
Are you sitting down for once?
I'm sitting. Yeah, I wanted to sit down, but I don't feel like sitting on the floor. The living room. There is literally no place for me to be but here, or back in bed. And I didn't want to take you guys back to bed again. So this is where we are.
Take me to bed, Heather.
It's better for the laptop not to be so rolly, like on a pillow.
Someday I'll do it from my bed, my fancy bed.
Yeah.
I just have to figure out the setup because it's a huge bed. I might have to like sit on the end, like the foot, but then there's that huge footboard. I don't know. We'll figure it out. Someday we'll figure it out. Let's see. Oh, I had the chiropractor today, so
you're feeling good.
Mm-hmm.
Yay! Yay for the chiropractor! It's Angela's favorite day.
It is. Gotta love my needles. Anyway.
Hi, Karen. Did you get the elephant?
What happened?
Oh, post is slow going from here to Canada.
Oh yeah, I hope by now she has her pin from me, her brooch. I'm really like once it's out of my hands, like I don't follow up unless there's an issue.
Right. I really don't either. So I don't know when people get stuff or yeah.
We do have to get, so my history highlight is probably going to take longer than I expected it to.
Oh, okay.
Because I went from finding absolutely no information to more than I could have ever wanted.
Yeah.
I think I was just searching in the wrong places, but it came.
That happens where all of a sudden, it takes you a while to find the right sources because it's not as easy as you think. You can't just Google something and it comes up. Like you really do have to dig. You have to dig for some good info and especially even pictures.
Yes.
It's not always as easy as people think. It's like I'm looking at museums trying to find stuff.
Oh, I sent Karen one of the drawings I did for our holiday Pictionary.
Yeah.
I think it might have, was it the Lady and the Tramp one? I think it might have been the Lady and the Tramp one.
Oh.
But so you're at first with your interiors.
Yep, I've got a few interiors to share. This one, of course, the layers. a lot of pattern. It's like a lot of patterning, but I absolutely thought it was beautiful. Patterns everywhere.
It's great. And I love, is it a suspended bed?
I don't think so.
Because
I don't think so.
Look at the ropes on the end.
I think that's just a metal frame.
Okay.
I think.
It's gorgeous. I love pattern mixing.
Yeah. And it's done really well here. And if you look at the palette, I mean, it's basically, other than all of the inlaid work in the wood, it's like red, white, and blue, but it doesn't read at all country Americana at all. It's red, white, and blue, but like European, you've got very like textile heavy, Belgian, French, I'm getting lots of different feels off of the different fabrics.
Kind of makes me think of, like when you see tents in movies like set in the Middle East where all the carpets are on top of each other.
Mm-hmm. Oh, Angela.
What?
Didn't make a slide for her, but can we just pause and congratulate Michelle for hitting her 1,000, like 2 weeks ago?
What? $1,000?
I haven't seen you, Michelle, in my sales, and it's like I've been wanting to be like, yay!
It's a dance. We're getting a dance, Michelle.
So yay for Michelle, working so hard at pumping out regular content, and
I don't know how she does it.
She flew up to 1K, so yay!
Hooray! I'm still trying to figure out how to do my book reading because the idea I had did not work. So we're gonna try a different tack.
And some pictures are just picked because it looked cozy. The day bed on the front porch. Again,
I could do that.
I love this.
Except all of the neighborhood cats would be on it.
That's true. I don't care if it's like a day bed or like the hanging beds. Anything where it's like the bed on the porch, I think is just
so you can read and enjoy the birds. Or as this coming summer, the sound of cicadas.
Yes.
Because this is the year of the two big broods erupting at the same time. Like the 17 year and the 22 year. I don't think you guys have them.
I know. No, I didn't have them in California. I don't have them here in Colorado. I have
lucky you.
in Iowa, we visited once where the cicadas were buzzing like crazy.
Yeah. Well, this is like the biggest broods to come together. I think it's like over 200 years they haven't come out together.
So there are two different kinds of cicadas? Is that what you mean by a brood?
There's multiple broods that hatch at different times. The two hatching this year, I think, is a 17 year and a 22 year. So they erupt from the ground, they do their business, and then they plant their children. And it takes those children, some only take a year, because you can hear cicadas here every single year. There's yearly ones.
Mm-hmm.
So they'll be out too. But then these ones that are 17 and 22 years are larger. And they're all going to be out.
Oh, you should try to get some specimens if they're extra big.
Oh, there's going to be specimens. You won't be able to walk without stepping on specimens.
I want some specimens.
You can eat them.
I don't want to eat them. I just want them for bug taxidermy.
Well, it's so funny because if you're sitting out when there's a large number of cicadas, there's like a rhythm to the sound. Like they chirp in sync. But anyway, we're getting way off topic.
We are getting way off. Let's get through the slides.
This is gorgeous. With cicadas, just imagine cicadas.
Yeah, and this one I just picked because I liked the idea of hanging something in between the two windows. You know, whether it be molds or the butter stamps or something else. I thought it was cute. And I put it there to remind myself to ask Scott if Scott would let me put something in between our windows.
Your horse medallions would be good in between windows.
Yeah. Could put some in there.
Yeah, like if they're on ribbon or you put them on straps of leather.
Mm-hmm.
That would be nice.
Yeah, and I saw this lamp on the right. Like it looks, I don't know if it's crewel work or if it's like those little baskets that you would put the Pyrex in. I don't know if it's like straw or raffia, but I've never seen it on a lampshade. And I liked it.
Pretty. It almost looks like a mixture of like crewel and.
Yeah, I thought it was crewel. I think it's crewel, but it reminded me of those paper ones that they have on those Pyrex carriers. But I like this lampshade. It's something I don't see. I hadn't seen one before, and now I kind of want one. I want one of these.
You could always make one.
There's no way. There's no way.
Now I'm wondering if I can needle felt onto a lampshade.
Oh my God, that's genius. Oh my God, I bet no one has ever thought of that, and you need to start doing it right now.
I'm sure someone has thought of it.
No, you're the first.
But I could needle felt onto fabric and then affix the fabric onto.
Oh, I guess, yeah, you could do that too.
Yeah, because this almost looks burlappy.
Yeah, it does. I really liked it. I'm now going to have to go down a rabbit hole and hunt for 3-dimensional crewel lampshades. See what I find. Yeah,
why not? But yeah, now
Karen likes the elephant. Yay!
So I have a dandy DIY. I don't think I do, Michelle. You'll have to send me their info. So I've seen a few people taking precious moments and altering them. Like there's been a lot of like goth precious moments or Day of the Dead precious moments. But this lady takes it to the next level. Chica and Joe on Instagram. And here's two like from pop culture. So we've got, A Christmas Story there on the left.
That one's adorable.
And on the right is from Friends when Joey has his head in the turkey.
Chicken. Oh, turkey.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think it's Joey.
Oh. I didn't get that. I didn't understand what that was, but I like the Christmas Story bunny suit.
Well, if you watched Friends, then you would get it because the duck is there and there's a lot of little nods to the TV show.
I watched Friends, but I guess it's been a while.
So we got...
Oh, it's a Willy Wonka! That is freaking cute as all get out.
I know. And then on the right is Indiana Jones.
Oh, I thought it was a pilgrim.
It was a pilgrim, but she turned it into Indiana Jones.
Oh, okay.
He's about to do the swap.
Okay.
From the first Indiana Jones movie.
All right.
The Last Crusade? But no, not Last Crusade. What's the first one? Oh.
Temple of
the Lost Ark.
Lost Ark.
Yes.
I'm super impressed with this Willy Wonka one, though.
The Willy Wonka one is super cute.
Yeah.
But the one that, so a friend sent me the one on the right here on the last page. So it's just two friends hugging, but she turned it into a bachelorette party.
Right.
I thought it was hilarious.
It's funny.
And then the girl with the skulls also, I thought she was adorable.
Yeah.
But you can have fun with your vintage DIYs.
Yeah. Yeah. These are all amazing.
Yeah.
I'm glad you showed these to me because I remember you mentioning it, but I hadn't searched to see what people were doing. So I'm glad you put these in.
Because you go into Goodwill and you see, I've seen shelves of precious moments.
They're expensive here. I mean, like nothing where I would want to, spend $7 to $8 on a figurine to go play around with it.
Figurines, they're like $2.99 or $3.99 here.
Not here. Some of them are $12.99. Like they'll yeah.
But so that's the altered precious moments for you.
I've got a couple DIYs. This one is a rosemary topiary that I thought was very pretty. Will I do this? No, I have no time. But would I put this in my kitchen? Yes, right there. I can see it now, right there next to my bunny rabbit. But I don't have time to do it. But I really like it.
It's very pretty.
Yeah.
Oh,
Home Code Children Alterations by Michelle.
Michelle, we need pictures.
Yeah. Yeah. And then these were cute, a cute idea if you are crafty. I mean, I don't have any of these little pieces. So I would have to go and like spend money to find little pieces to make one, but I thought it was so darling.
Julie of Day Trip Vintage made something very similar.
Yeah, I found these two, which were very similar on two different areas. So it must be a thing a lot of people are doing, but it was cute enough that I wouldn't, if I had the materials, I would totally have one of these in my decor.
Well, I think I saw, is Mary in the chat, Ancestral Beginnings?
Yes, she is. Mm-hmm.
She made an adorable assemblage with a skunk.
With a skunk?
Yeah, love stinks. That was great.
Oh.
I think she sold it last Friday on Vintage and Vino.
Oh, was she on Vintage and Vino? Oh, I miss so many people.
It's easy. It's easy to miss stuff. So this is both a celebrating collections and a media must. I've been drooling over a new Blinko collection. So I was looking at Blinko collections other people had, and this person had all these Blinko water bottles, and I just thought the way that the painting reflects the colors of the bottles is just great.
Yeah, it's perfectly coordinated.
But they also sell glass. Groovy Glass House was the name, but these were two other displays that they had on their Instagram of Blinko pieces. And I was like,
are these are candle holders tilted on their side? Is that what these are?
They're on their side and then stacked.
Okay.
I just thought it was cool looking.
Yeah, it is. I wasn't sure. I'm like, are these gears? And then I realized, oh, they're candle holders.
List the Blinko. Which, if you guys follow Blinko, you'll know that they just came out with a D&D nerd-themed collection, and Angela is trying very hard not
to resist
all of it.
Resistance is futile.
But like, there's like D12 and D20 tumbler glasses, and a D12 or D20 like vase.
What is D12?
It's a 12-sided dice.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I get it now.
And a D20 is a 20-sided.
20-sided. Mm-hmm.
The important one.
Got it. Yeah, I just saw this and thought that I should have, I had a little heart locket and I put it with something last night and sold it. And then I saw this picture today and now I'm like, oh, I should have kept it and tried to start a collection of little heart lockets because this is so cute.
It is very cute. That one, you could attach it to a chain and that would be a really pretty necklace too.
Yeah. Yeah. It could be necklace, bracelet, tiny garland for something, but it'd be very cute.
A tiny Valentine's Day tree.
Yeah, like antique gold display for Valentine's Day. I thought that would, I didn't even think of that to like collect heart lockets.
Yeah, and I love the green gem one tossed in.
I know.
Very pretty.
Super pretty.
I have a tablescape in honor of the upcoming holiday. I just thought it was pretty.
It is.
Sweet. And I don't see cranberry glass used as often as I would like. Well, I don't find it that often either, for that matter. But I just thought this, and the one tumbler, is that like a Mary Gregory painting?
Yes. Yeah, it is.
So I thought it was super sweet. I love the idea of caramel apples, dipped apples for a sweet treat.
Oh my gosh, now I want one.
But I just love that soft floral tablecloth. And
it's beautiful. It's got the gold fancy flatware.
Mm-hmm. It's simple but very effective.
Yeah. I would want to have
split up your collection, but I felt it works after mine.
Okay. Yeah, this was just a very nicely displayed collection of pink heart-shaped candy boxes. And I don't see these. These are hard to find. So if you guys come across them, I would grab them. I'm not seeing these anymore. Are you?
I don't think I've ever run across any.
But yeah, just really sweet, kind of like a shabby French heart display.
I love that vessel they're in too.
Yeah, that too, Mary. The fact that these were all pink, I was like, oh, this is so pretty, and I don't think I've ever seen one. Mm-hmm. Obviously, they exist. They're right in front of us, but I've never seen one in real life.
I'll have to keep my eye out. Well, are y'all ready for the history highlight that ran away from me?
We're ready.
Given my likes, you'll understand. So, cats on the ocean. You wouldn't necessarily think of it, right? Cats
No.
on ships. However, cats on ships goes way back. They've been keeping sailors and their victuals safe from vermin as far back as ancient Egypt. And here is this art is from the tomb of Nebamun in Thebes. So 1400, 1350 BCE. So we're talking nearly 4,000 years ago.
Wow.
He's fishing, and the cat is on the boat with him, catching the birds that are trying to compete
Oh.
for his fish.
Oh, I see.
You see what's happening?
Yep, I
The cat
do.
is in the air. He's got paws on like 2 different birds, and he's attacking another bird.
Yeah.
So, yes. So the cats would eat the mice on board. Later on, they would keep those mice from chewing on electrical components. By keeping the vermin down, it would also reduce the likelihood of illness traveling on board, and the and companionship. I mean,
Yeah,
if you
cats
have
are great
that,
companions.
you
Yeah.
know, they're great. So the cats eventually became popular with Vikings, and Vikings spread it across the globe. They were very, very popular during the Age of Discovery. There are records of, but finding records from the Age of Discovery, which is 1400s through to 18 and mid 1800s, the age of piracy and all. It's hard to find. Like, I was hoping to find portraits or something like that, but what I did find is this famous cat whose name was Trim. He's known across the globe from the UK to Australia. He's
Wow.
born in 1799 aboard the HMS Reliance on a voyage from the Cape of Good Hope to Botany Bay. The kitten fell overboard, but swam back to the vessel and climbed back on board by climbing up a rope that they threw to him. This made
Wow.
an impression on the sailors, but especially one particular man on board, and that was Matthew Flinders, who, if you don't know, you'll learn more about him shortly. But he wrote, he wrote extensively of this cat. And this is the tale of Trim becoming his cat, in essence, and playing with his little brothers and sisters upon deck by moonlight when the ship was lying tranquilly in harbor. The energy and elasticity of his movements sometimes carried him so far beyond his mark that he fell overboard. But this was far from being a misfortune. He learned to swim and to have no dread of water, and when a rope was thrown over to him, he took hold of it like a man and ran up it like a cat. In a short time, he was able to mount up the gangway steps quicker than his master, or even the first lieutenant. That was written of him in 1809. But Trim sailed with Flinders on the ship where he was born and the HMS Investigator, which was when Flinders made the first circumnavigation around the Australian mainland. But then they wrecked on a reef. Trim survived, and then when Flinders was on his way back home, he was accused of spying and imprisoned by the French on Mauritius, also now known as Ile-de-France, on his return voyage to England. Trim was there in prison with him until he disappeared in 1804. The exact cause of his disappearance is unknown, but Flinders' grandson had all of his papers. And in the 1920s, he said, hey, whoever builds a statue of my granddad first gets to hold on to these papers.
Mm-hmm.
So it was discovered in these papers, his tale of Trim that he wrote while he was in prison in 1809. And then finally, in 1996, they erected a tiny little Trim statue behind him in Australia. In 1996. I don't know if I said that, but
I love this.
So here is what it says: to the memory of Trim, the best and most illustrious of his race, the most affectionate of friends, faithful of servants, and the best of creatures. He made the tour of the globe and a voyage to Australia, which he circumnavigated, and was ever the delight and pleasure of his fellow voyagers. So that is also taken from his account, which they have turned into a book called Trim, the Cartographer's Cat.
Oh.
Which now I really want to find and read.
Yeah.
But this statue, which also has Trim, he was a tuxedo cat. He was black with white on his chest and on his paws. It says Trim, his close companion. But from the first slide, that statue is in the hometown of Flinders in the UK. So there's three of this cat across the globe.
Oh.
I was like, that is the best.
It is.
That is not the only famous ship cat. So following the Age of Discovery, cats continued on as official crew members on modern naval and exploratory vessels. Here are two from the early 1900s. And this is what sparked the idea, because I follow Cats of Yore on Instagram and Facebook. And I had seen a number of cats on ships. And I was like, is this a thing? Yes, it was a thing. So it's just so cute. I had to share it in detail. But if you don't follow Cats of Yore, you like cats, you should check it out. But here's another famous cat, Victoria Vic. She was a kitten gifted to the men hired by Stephenson. I cannot say his first name. To lay claim to Wrangel Island, which is in the Chukchi Sea north of Siberia. So it's cold.
Very cold.
And here are the original 5 explorers at the top. There are 4 gentlemen, Ada Blackwood and Vic. So you can see Vic in both pictures.
Look at him. Oh, that's so cute.
Victoria.
Or she.
Vic for short.
Just like in the little pack.
Yeah. And then the guy all the way on the right in the top photo is holding her as well. But this was not an easy, imagine being north of Siberia, okay?
Uh-huh.
We're talking cold. Now, Ada Blackwood was a native of Alaska. I forget which tribe, but their relief ship didn't come so they set out in 1921. Their relief ship didn't come in the summer of 1922. In January 23, when the ice was formed again, 3 of the male crew members decided to try and dog sled to Siberia. They were never seen again.
Oh.
The last remaining male member of the crew passed in June of 1923. And then when they were rescued by the Donaldson in August of 1923, just the ladies remained. Ada and Victoria the cat. I just thought, I was like, she was a good luck charm for Ada, at least.
Yeah. I'm so glad they didn't take the cat on the dog sled adventure.
I know. Which she was probably, I wonder also how many cats went on overland voyages to keep food stuff safe from rats as well. Mm-hmm. But that's a whole nother avenue.
Yeah.
And then we continue on. Here is a cat aboard the HMS Queen Elizabeth in 1915, strutting along the guns. I don't know the name of this cat, but a lot of them had official paperwork. These were crew members, at least when a naval ship was involved. So here's a couple others. So here's Captain A.J. Haley with his cat on the RMS Empress of Canada in the 1920s.
Oh.
The little kitty in the hammock is Convoy He was named as such because he was on the ship during convoy escort duties. He was in the ship's book. He had a full kit, which included his tiny hammock for sleeping.
Oh, look at the hammock.
Look, yeah. That was the HMS Hermione. This is Tittles. Tittles was on a Navy aircraft carrier. He was born on a completely different ship, the HMS Argus, and joined the HMS Victorious. This was his favorite spot. He would sit on the capstan and he would play with the bell rope. He traveled over 30,000 miles during his time in the service.
Wow.
Look at Tittles.
He's adorable.
One of my favorites. So Pulley, she served on a U.S. attack transport during the Second World War. She was awarded 3 service ribbons and 4 battle stars.
Oh.
This is her. I'm wondering if this was her retirement party because she was in full uniform on her 15th birthday in 1959. Look at the little hat. Can you see the little hat?
I don't. I thought it was like a collar. Is that a hat?
So she's got like the little navy thing. But if you look in between her ears, you can see the dark rim.
I see now.
A little
yes.
sailor's cap.
Yes, I see it now.
Oh yeah. Wait, if you think that's a story, Mary, just hold your horses. Because we have to talk about Unsinkable Sam. Also known as Oscar with a C or a K. This is the now. There are various claims about this story, but this is a story that is embraced by the people of the UK who carry on Sam's memory. He started his life serving aboard a German ship known as the Bismarck. He's called Unsinkable because he survived the sinking of 3 different ships. So he started on the Bismarck, which sunk in 1941. He was pulled off of floating debris by the HMS Cossack and named Oscar. Oh, because that is the letter that they use for, like, overboard.
Yeah.
So they went with Oscar. Then, just later that same year, the Cossack was attacked and sunk in October of 1941. Oscar made his way on board, and these are actual photos of the cat in question. He was taken ashore in Gibraltar after that incident, and then he's shipped back off. Wait, where's... Okay, so after the second sinking, they named him Unsinkable Sam. The cat was soon transferred to the aircraft carrier HMS Ark Royal, which had been key in sinking his first ship, the Bismarck. But then the HMS Ark Royal was sunk in November of 1941. So these 3 sinkings all happened in the same year.
That poor cat.
I think they felt that 3 was enough lives for this cat. Because at that point, he stayed with the governor of Gibraltar until he was sent back to the UK, where he spent the remainder of the war in Belfast in a home for sailors. So, with his fellow naval veterans.
Where he was loved and adored.
He was loved and adored. Because that first image is a painting that hangs in a nautical museum in the UK. There is a book called Cats in the Navy, if you're interested in learning more and seeing even more pictures, by Scott Christensen. The U.S. Navy did start to restrict feline. They refer to them as mascots in 1931, largely due to the guns, because for small creatures, the concussion force that can come from shooting large guns could be very dangerous for them. Some, like old school mascots that hung around for as long as they could, like they could tell when people were starting to prepare to fire, and they would run all the way across the ship and hide somewhere safe. This image, guess who is keeping that cat from trying to board another ship. I know it's a small picture, but think of very famous British people during World War II.
He looks tall.
It's Winston Churchill.
So he's not bending down to pet the cat?
So it was a confab of a U.S. ship and a British ship, and Blackie, the cat in question, wanted to go onto the other ship, and he was like, I'm sure he petted him as well, but they needed to keep their very important crew member on board. The Royal British Navy officially barred them in 1975, citing hygienic reasons. Now that we have other ways of dealing with mice and such, they decided that the cats could retire. Now, this is a side note to it, because you don't know about Hemingway and his polydactyl cats.
I went to that island where his house was and saw the cats.
Like Key West? Well,
Key West,
his very first polydactyl cat was a gift from a ship's captain.
Oh.
Snow White. Polydactyl cats were believed to be the best ship cats because of more toes. Supposedly they would be better at catching vermin. They would have better, sea legs, for lack of a better term. And just in general, were considered better luck to have on board. So all those cats at the Hemingway house are due to this single Snow White polydactyl that was a gift from a ship. Yes.
Yay.
And cats are still very common on private vessels for the same reasons that they were popular back to ancient Egypt and beyond. There are a number of famous Instagram cats that are ship cats. So if you like to follow cat shenanigans, just Google ship cats or sailing cats, and you can find modern day adorable seafaring cats to fulfill your need for it's just really freaking cute.
It is. Oh, I love this.
So I probably talked way too fast because I wanted to make sure I could get through everything.
But
that's the history of cats on ships. And interestingly enough, they have done DNA of cats around in Viking burial sites, and a few are of Egyptian descent. They were from strains. So it really did travel along trade routes. And so once they're like, well, why do you have that on board? Because it kills all the mice. I mean, why not? And that's how we have cats of all varieties all over the place.
Yeah.
So I wonder, do cats not get seasick?
I don't know. I would think some cats would, but I do know most of my daughter's life. Well, I got 2 cats when she was 6 years old, but one of them was an Abyssinian, and he liked to play in the water. The other cat was like a regular old cat. He would, every time I would take a bath, he would jump up and put his paw in the water, and he would want to go in, but not know what to do.
Breeds of cat, so it's that genetic memory.
Yeah, it's genetic memory.
He's just trying to help you fish and keep you safe from water-dwelling vermin. But that is my story for tonight.
So fun. And that portrait was beautiful. So nicely done. I was like, can you imagine finding a gorgeous portrait of a cat?
Oh yeah. Well, I was really hoping like to find some general I mean, it might still exist, and I just wasn't using the right search terms. But like, I would just like, what is what is the who is the naval commander under Elizabeth the First?
I am not the one to know this information.
It's there on the tip of my tongue, but I was like, Lord Nelson, right?
I don't know. I have no idea what you're talking about.
I'm pretty sure it's Lord Nelson, right?
I don't even know like who the generals are for our country right now. Why would I know?
Either. Oh no, this was during the French Revolution and the Napoleonic Wars. But hey, at least I got a British admiral. But I was like, could you imagine like a portrait of Lord Nelson from like 1793 holding his ship cat?
Yeah.
I mean,
I can imagine it. I mean, it'd be very cool.
It has to exist, right? It should
I
exist.
don't know. I don't know if they I don't know if they would have thought that that was appropriate, or else I bet you they would have. I don't know.
Because, well, obviously, like cats weren't seen as pets; they were seen as they were working.
Michelle's like crickets. I'm like, yeah, I got nothing. Nothing up here.
Well, did you bring any favorite things this evening?
No, I didn't. Dang it.
I found something.
Okay, show us your favorite thing.
We just happened to wander into a Goodwill this weekend.
Oh.
And there wasn't, I mean, I found stuff because I can always find stuff. But on one of the carts where they were getting ready to put stuff out of the corner of my eye, I was like, that looks like a lettuce plate, that we all like.
Yeah.
And apparently this is a really good company.
Yeah, Bordello Pinheiro.
Yeah.
I have those.
With the bunnies?
Oh, no. I had a bunny teapot, but I ended up selling it.
Look at this.
Yeah, the bunnies are cute.
I didn't know that this Bordello Pinheiro was a thing.
Yeah.
But I have 4 of them.
Awesome. Perfect.
Guess how much they were a piece?
50 cents.
99 cents.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, that's a great price.
Well, I didn't know anything about it, but I just bought it because like lettuce plate, bunnies, perfect for spring. And then I Googled them. I was like,
yeah. Yeah, I got a set of 6 salad plates, the ones that I have displayed. Mm-hmm. Those I got for $20, but it was on a estate sale. Yeah. I would have probably ended up paying $5 a plate if it was at the thrift store. Would have paid $30.
Yeah, no, this is well, if you want to buy them like from replacements, obviously replacements charges $30 a plate. Etsy has them 2 for $30. Either way, I got a good deal.
Yeah, you did. Mm-hmm. Yeah, you did. And they also make the lettuce and the bunnies and stuff in pink and yellow. That company.
I saw the yellow. Mm-hmm. I just like the green.
Yeah, I like the green too.
Green a lot.
Yeah.
And I don't know. I might have to grow my lettuce collection.
Yeah, I think I'm good. I have some big plates and then I have the salad plates. And I feel like the salad plates are like the perfect. So if I had a different setting and then had the lettuce on top.
Mm-hmm. That's what I'm going to do with these. Yeah. I think they're going to look really good with some uranium glass.
Mm-hmm.
So, I'm feeling more myself when I'm planning tablescapes.
Yeah. Angela's feeling good.
Except my face is very red. I'm gonna blame the whiskey. Anywho's, you have a sale coming up on Sunday.
I am, and I'm planning on it being a ladies' night. So I'm going to do mostly lady themed things.
Oh no.
I think ladies' night.
No.
Ladies' night this Sunday.
Well, speaking of ladies, my favorite thing from last week, the little bowls.
Mhm.
Amy
Yes.
did find, another set of them, but they wanted $100 for 4. And it's funny because they had 2 of the same ladies that I did, but then it had 2 matching ladies, and it was the one lady I don't have. She's wearing a blue dress, and she's got flowers and a hat.
Mm-hmm.
So now I have to find her.
Yeah, but that'll be fun. You'll find her. You will.
Yeah, maybe someday.
You will.
We'll put it out there.
Yeah.
But I do know Mia is on, and we've got LaDonna coming up at 8:30 Eastern.
Yes. And Jason and Bill are going to be on Mother Tucker's. So lots of choices, guys.
We gotta have 3 tabs open.
Yes, have 3 tabs open. Go see Jason and Stacy, but then also go to Yvonne Thrifty Rich because LaDonna is going to be her sale guest.
Catherine.
Oh, Catherine!
You have to watch it because I did ships on cats.
Cats
on ships.
Cats on ships.
Captain Jack needs to see it.
Yeah, he does.
He's a sailor cat.
Yeah.
For sure. All right. Everyone, have a fantastic evening.
Yes.
And we will see you next week.
Yeah, see you next week. I doubt I'll do a history highlight, but we'll chat. We'll all chat together.
All right. I've been trying to get this one done for weeks. So
I loved all the pictures you found. They were great.
Yeah, ships on cats. Cats on ships.
Cats on ships. Yes.
Now I want to make a ship hat for one of my cats. So then it would be ships on cats. And then get a picture of him on a ship.
Do a Marie,
on
one of those Marie
Antoinette. Yes. All right. Before I get completely unhinged. Good night, everyone. Be safe.
Bye, guys.
We love you
all.
Love
you. Yep. Bye. Love you. Have a great week. Bye.